Right, I am still taking my trainers off. Ah! What's up? Hello from where? Chips UK and FR. Hello from France. You are not the only one. What's up, Matty? How you doing, dude? Nico from Germany. How you doing? Hello, Owen. It's Friday again, dude. Hope you're good. What's going on? Milton Keynes, Buckinghamshire. Milk and beans, Buckinghamshire. What's up? What's up, Ecos? How's it going? Hello, Cosmic. Thank you very much for the 42 months. I'm still taking my trainers off. Thank you very much for the follow.
Resistance is futile.
How you doing? Are you living in both, or are you currently living in France, but you're from the UK, Chips? What's going on? Hold on. Hello. And I've got my trainers off. You have something to explain, Owen. Go. Hit me. Oh. Books are better than trains. Books are better than trains. Probably. And I would assume that Ashley would agree with you as well. How you doing? So as promised last week, we are going to do some making one of the station in the thumbnail look pretty. I'm from the UK, but in France for living nice. How is it over there? Is it all right? I haven't been to France in ages. I knew she would. Yeah. Right, I'm rearranging myself because I was running late. I am doom scrolled in bed for ages this morning. Watching F1 practice at the moment. Is it on? Where are we? Oh, that's a point. I've got to speak to my friend. I was meant to be going to Silverstone this year. Barcelona. I like Barcelona. It's a great track. I was meant to be going to Silverstone, and one of my friends that I still cut his hair, he has a client that runs one of the VIP areas. You know, I think it's. Oh, can't remember now. I think it's Cop's Corner. Where they've got the big white tents, the champagne tents, and the canapes and the food and that. And he was meant to see, because last year he got tickets off his client. They're normally about $1,000. He got them for £100. So all you can eat, drink all day for the race. So he said, if he can get them again this year, do I want to go? And I said, oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's up, Panda? Good morning. Good morning. On Wednesday, my nan collapsed and she is now in hospital, and the doctor found out she has cancer and spread her. Oh, mate, I'm sorry. That's awful. Is she Milton Keynes? I've been to Silverstone. Yeah, Silverstone's amazing. It's actually a really good weekend as well, like camping. It's a great week. Great Grand Prix weekend, Silverstone. I highly recommend it. Especially for the sort of the old school style, just camping, having some fun. Not cheap though, no, and it gets worse and worse. That's where Formula One annoys me to the max, and it blows my mind, and it's a credit to like the British public and the people that travel internationally to Silverstone that they still pay, and it still has absolutely heaving traffic for it over weekend. Yeah, I've done, what else have I done at Silverstone? I've done 6 hours of Silverstone. That was really good. I'm from Saarland, and it's on the border with France. Oh, nice. I actually really like Germany. It's one of my favorite countries to visit. I don't know why. I think it's because, like, deep down, the Germans and the English are quite similar. We both like Sundays off. I did like when I was in Germany. It was a long time ago now, about 15, 20 years ago. Everything was closed on a Sunday apart from like the football was on and football tournaments, and I loved it. It was great. Even though I really wanted a pastry from a local bakery, but it was closed. I was like, I do like Germany. Very nice country. Very nice. Underrated place to go visit, Germany. Some great architecture over there as well. Not enough is talked about. Right, I'm just expanding the chat a little bit. There we go. There. I've got some videos somewhere actually, Cosmic, of the trains are very fast. Like they go 200. Yeah, I do need to do some European stuff like that. That's something I've never done, and I'd like to. I did watch a guy. There's a guy that started a YouTube channel a couple of years ago, I think, and he did a video, and he just booked the cheapest flights he could find on Google, and just see where he ended up. And he ended up doing full circle and back to Stansted just by pure coincidence. He did about 5 flights, and he did like a couple of stayovers. They're really treat. Basically, wait for your twin. She's currently training. I'm training again today, and they are being nightmares. And I hope nobody that works with her heard that. But apparently, they're being nightmares. I've been told. I have just told everyone that they are being nightmares. Hamburger Frankfurt, but that's all. Nice. I watched BTCC at Silverstone and a Red World Series and I'll say F1 before. That, do you remember back in the day as well? Like, you used to have loads of like the support stuff back in the day was so much better at Silverstone. When I went in, and I'm not sure if this is, you know, when you're younger, like, because I was like, you know, I think I was about. You'd have to work out how old I was in '95. I think. 7. Yeah, so I was about 12, 13. I went to the British Grand Prix. You were 12, yeah. And that was, so I was watching, obviously, the Williams Renault. I came home with a model of the Williams Renault. But the whole setup then, like, I'm not sure if it's because I was younger and everything looks bigger, but they had these great big, like, indoor experience walk-in things that you could do between sessions. Mannheim was great. Didn't they have, not last year before, the Apex finals in Mannheim? Apex Legends, I think. LGS finals in Mannheim. I wanted to go. It looked good from the cameras when I did the camera icons. It looked really cool. Anyway, yeah. And it was like, if any of you, if you're into Formula One, like back in '96 when I went, like the noise was really weird for them. I think they were V10s or V12s at the time. They were V10s or V12s. I can't remember. But the noise of an F1 car then, just like, it was weird. It didn't go in your ears first. It came through your feet first and came out your ears. It was very, very weird. And people like say they miss it, and I get it. Yeah, like the noise is mental. When it's all of them going, it's unbearable for a 12-year-old. It was for me anyway. And because I think like one Formula One car was the noise of the whole of the. I think back then it was the F2 grid. I think it's Formula 2. He's live. What's up, dude? How's it going, Warrior? I watch MotoGP and F1 reruns rather than the actual races nowadays. MotoGP, I've had a like on-off relationship with MotoGP over the years. Don't know why. A lot of the, you know, like, do you remember, like, there's a lot of series now that used to be really popular in the like, early 2000s and the 90s. Just gone, like, I think rallying's sort of gone a little bit now. I think it was better back then. I think it was more popular. I guess things go in cycles, right? Now it's poo. Now it's poo. Right, so today, Transport Fever. When you were 12, this is borderline. Oh, back in my day. It wasn't back in my day. It was like, you know, that was my first. Like, I guess when I was 12 years old, that was my first experience of F1 in the flesh. Watched DTM in Hockenheim IRL many years ago. Mercedes did some showing. Rosberg drove an old silver wing from the 50s, and Schumacher drove a two-year-old F1. They had swapped to the 1.6 turbos, but 2 years old, he was allowed to drive. There's an old howling V8. Nice. I need to go to Hockenheim. That person is right back in my day. Yeah, you're an old man. That's more like back when I was a child, right? Not back in my day. Do you reckon like back in your day is when you're an adult and you go like so many years and then you go like back in my day? You know, when you're older. I don't think you can say back in my day when you were 12 because that wasn't really my day. I don't know. Maybe that's just a me thing. Was just popping to say hello. So bye-bye. But I'll probably be back later. Take care. Thank you very much for stopping by. Appreciate it. It references the good old days, which could be your child. Oh, okay. Is that how you're... The good old days. Everybody has the good old days, though, right? Like, everybody... It was better in my day. Was it? I was having this conversation the other day, and I can't remember who it was with. Like, and people were saying, like, you know, when people reference, like, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. People reference, like, toxicity in games. Taking screenshots of how toxic, like, Rivals is in the chat or something like that. And I'm reading it, and I'm going, nah. And that's one of the moments where I had, back in my day, when you had unmoderated, unlooked at, unfiltered IRC to look for Counter-Strike games. Now that was back in my day. That was toxic. Yeah, they were. Yeah, when I was playing CS and we had to find a game because there was no matchmaking through IRC. Now that was just no rules. It was just free for all. It was crazy. There was some words there. There were some words there that nobody would utter now at all. You just said you were 12, so that was my dogo because I was 2. It was right, Matty. It was just like, did you ever look at that today? Because you'll know, like, and you look at what people are moaning about now. Oh my god, that was awful. I was like, nah. Some of you just would not have survived back then. My brother was Silverstone back in 2004. I was 11, and he phoned me. Didn't say anything, but man, that F1 sound, yeah, it's something special to sort of. Got you. Yeah. 2004 V8s. 2004 was V8s, V10s. V10s, I think. It's like Little Britain got away because of the new things. Yeah. It did. So you probably noticed by the Toolbox video, Julian sort of created some lines. I'll show you them in a little bit more detail today. I think that's about it. I've got 3 different lines on that high speed. We've got one direct north to south. We've got one to my imaginary Paris. I'm not sure if you see the junction off. We're going to be looking over it a lot today anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And then I made one that stopped at the airport and then carried on north to south. No one can take a joke anymore. I think everybody's... I think we're going for a period of change in the world. And I think it's going to take a while to adjust. So anybody that says anything out of that turn or out of turn that is not within that boundaries is generally hailed for being out there and crazy. When a lot of us generally think, well, that was just normal, no? It's funny, don't get me wrong, it's a funny joke, but it's not that out there. But now it is, you know? And I think there's a period of readjustment going on. Hamburg is where the hamburgers come from, and the Frankfurt is where the Frankfurter sausages come from. Yeah, that one, Nico, yeah. Anyway, I'll be back later, maybe. I'll be lurking for naughty people. Lurking for naughty people. Thank you very much, Cosmic. And thank you very much for 42 months. I appreciate the support. So there is, if you're not a member of the channel already, this is for YouTube members. If you're not a member of the YouTube channel anyway, there is a UK-inspired rail network video available for members only until Thursday. I put that up, so it's kind of got a week ahead. If you want to watch it early, it's kind of an update. It's a bit of a cab ride between the subterranean Paddington station, what will be the Elizabeth line, to Heathrow. It stops at Ealing Broadway. If you want to become a member, you just hit the join button. I think if you're YouTube, it's somewhere down here. You hit that, and there's 2 tiers. There's a 99p, or there's a $5.99 or a $4.99. You can hit that, and you'll get access to the members-only videos. Both tiers will give you the same access, so it's, you know, you've got those choices. If you want to become a member and support the channel a little bit further, I can't even afford 99p. Anyway, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Cosmic. I say what I say, I say what I mean. I mean what I say. I don't like it. Tough poo. Yeah, right. Yes, the Valario. I've also been practicing my... I'm not sure if anybody of you noticed. I've been practicing my short delivery the last 2 days. I've been learning how to put the captions in my shorts. And doing a quick little talk over. Mixing some real life stats with the mod stats. I thought I'd try that out. That seemed to work quite well. Although my first one, the Valario short, I put the captions in the wrong place and all the YouTube text is on top of it. I was like, do I change that now? No, it's already gone. It's already rolling. I'll change it for the next one. But you live and learn, right? It's really humid the last 2 days in the UK. I'm not sure about anybody else, but it is horribly humid. Are we going to make the station good or the terrain good? Bit of both. We're going to do a bit of both. It's so hot, right? It's hot, but it's humid. It's like... But when I went outside and I wandered down to the garage, it's like... It's like... Just... The sun's not out. It's just... Ugh. I don't mind if the sun's out. I like hot sun, like sun heat. 27 in my house and it was horrible. A couple of years ago, we went to the zoo in Pittsburgh. Went to the zoo in Pittsburgh, right? And like you're walking in, and I think this is the difference, right? If you ever wanted to understand the difference, when you look at the temperature in the UK, especially for like people in the States, they go, "Wow, that's not 998 and 499 unless it's got up to 599." It should know I'm a member already. Honestly, you won't regret it. Thanks, dude. I haven't changed it because the great thing about YouTube is rather than Twitch, obviously Twitch, you know, they set the prices, but with YouTube, I can set my own. So it's really cool that I could do like literally a 99p a month membership. Is like Twitch's is the cheapest. I think the UK, depending on where you live, is like $5.99. And not only that, I get to do some extra perks with the whole the way YouTube works and the way it does. Can you make it 1p? I don't think so. No, I think it does at a minimum because I can't split that 1p with YouTube. What's mine and YouTube's cut in that situation? 5p? I don't think so. I'll have a look. I'll have a look later. I think 99p was the lowest I could go. Was that good? Was that good? Was that a good one? I was quite proud of that. I've got to work on my delivery a little bit. Final offer. I got to work on my delivery a little bit. But it's definitely getting better. It's really hard. I'm trying to be a bit more like, you know, like we shorts trying to get a little bit more punchy, right? I'll PayPal you 5p. You give me the member. You can't. That's one thing YouTube have got to do. Oh, I think in chat you can gift. I think in chat you can gift memberships. I think. Let me have a look. I'm going to get it up. I've got to get my own YouTube up now. Yeah, it is humid. It's not the... Oh, yeah, that's what I was talking about. I tangented. I went off on a tangent. Hold on. Just got to mute this. There we go. Can you gift memberships in here? When you said... Yeah, I know that. All right. Show your support. So what's this? This is stickers, membership gifted. Yeah, you can. So that has like a pre-mount, like a preset amount you can gift. So like one membership 99p, 5 memberships 4.95. No, did they just randomly go to people in the channel? I don't think you can even choose. You can't even choose. You can't choose. It just goes to the random people in chat. Weird. It's hot here in my room. It's hot in this room. I have got a little aircon unit that I bought during COVID, but I'm putting off getting the pipe out and sticking out the window. It's hot here. You know what I call you when you go off on tangents or don't reply, don't you? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I do. Anyway, so I was in Pittsburgh with Ash, obviously. We went to the zoo and it was hot. Like, it was hot. You're walking into the zoo in the morning and they're like, make sure, the staff are literally saying, make sure you drink a lot of water. And this is when I say, it's the difference when we go, oh my God, it's unbearable heat, like in the UK. It was hotter there, temperature-wise. Like the temperature that day was roasting. Like it was, if you looked at it, you go, oh my God, it's hot. I can't remember when it was, but it was hot. It was one of them ones where you go, oh my God, it's hot, right? But I found it quite pleasant. I was walking around, you had a little bit of sweat here and there on the old brow. I was walking around and I found it quite nice to walk around, right? It was nice. It was hot. It said, oh my days, it's hot, right? It is hot. And they're saying at the zoo, drink your water. But I could breathe, right? I could breathe and I didn't feel knackered. Like there's a different heat in the UK and it may not be as hot. It may be 10 degrees difference, right? But boy, the humidity in this country is just horrible. That's the worst, is humidity. A kip window is you half open the windows. My windows are quarter open right now, but then I've got a great big, because I need to get a blackout blind. I have a great big, see that one of them? See that sound thing behind me? I've got one behind this to help with my noise bouncing. So it's blocking out a lot of with the lighter blind, a lot of the light. The aircon came in. Oh, right. Okay. No, mine's, yeah, just like it's a pipe. Yeah. And it goes, you put the thingy up. Yeah. And you put the pipe out in the wall. Boop. And there's a little unit and a press button. It's got a remote control somewhere, but I think I've lost it. When it gets too hot, I take the motorbike for a ride. Now that is the one. It's now 21. Yeah. But it's humid. It's humid. So like you can't breathe like that. It's like, I do find like, I'd rather it be hotter, but have air. Yeah. I think that's the one. All right. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, you can gift memberships, by the way. I was going to say something else as well. You can gift memberships here, but you can't choose who you gift memberships to on YouTube. You just gift them and everybody goes, yay. When it gets too hot, I take the motorbike for a ride. I was going to say something else as well. I've read that. What else was I going to say? I was going to say something else. No, it's gone. Oh, don't forget to like this stream as well, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. Love you. Sometimes in Germany, it's also humid. Yeah. But I mean, we're not far, are we? But anyway, I need my morning, afternoon iced coffee. That's what I needed this morning. I had one yesterday. Well, get good. I did have time. I was in a rush. Otherwise, I would have gone to Costa and got a frappe. I went to Cyprus back in 2011. Every day, 30 degrees in October. Yeah, but how was the heat? Was it hot, or was it, oh, that's hot? I liked already. Thank you very much, Nico. Appreciate it. And subbed, you legend. I can't see my thingy, actually. What's that one in my YouTube? I don't know what that is. I've got a 1 next to it. Is that a... I have no idea what that is. I have a little notification with a 1. I don't know what it is. 1. What's that 1? I have no idea what that 1 is. I think it might be the non-backup stream. I have a 2 a day. 2 a day? What do you have, iced coffee wise? No, it's not nice hot. What's going out my bank account now? I was in Dubai. It was like hell hot. Yeah, but that's like desert burning hot, right? Abby, thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel. Welcome. I need to get alerts done for memberships as well. I appreciate it. You found that 1p. You did a thing. You did. I see it. Thank you. Thank you for becoming a member. Did it? Yeah, it did. Yeah. You should try it. Did Did I miss something in chat there? Did it not come out on mine? You should try the sauna and steam room in the swimming area at Bletchley Ledge. I haven't, Owen, I haven't been to Bletchley in absolute years. Absolute years. You assumed it. Yeah, that's the thing. I can't. Yeah, it said T1. It said welcome to the crew T1. So I think, although I can't remember because it was months ago. Oh, we have a Discord. Yeah, she's in. She's a mod. Because she's a mod warrior. She's right at the top of Discord. She's been a good friend to me for a long time, warrior Cosmic. Pay attention. You bruh. You're more than just a mod. She is more than just a mod. She's the silent killer lurking in the background. In the darkness, no matter how much of Rust takes her away, modding away, she's still lurking in the darkness of the missile, watching with beady eyes, ready to strike at any point. How's that? Cosmic is one of my very best friends, warrior. Yeah, it is, yeah. Right, I have loaded Transport Fever 2. Oh, that's Abby. Yeah. We are, so if you looked at the screenshot, for those of you lucky that watch on YouTube, obviously we do thumbnails and things. If you looked at the screenshot, we were going to work on the entrance of the portal to where the high speed goes underground and the station in the town above it. You play Train Sim World? I have it. I haven't had time to play it enough. The same goes for my flight sim career that I was meant to have. We haven't had time, and I really want to get into flight sim, one or the other. These are things that I want to learn. There are a number of games, Nico, that I'd like to get good at. Flight sim, Train Sim World, even the bus ones, to be honest. I might, and I want to get back into Euro Truck Sim as well. Like a Cobra, ready? Yes, that's what she is. Yeah. Say hi to Eddie Warrior back. He should see it on the screen. That's why I did this. So between Twitch and YouTube, I'll Cobra YouTube. Between the Twitch and the YouTube, you can see each other. Not only that, people can see who I'm replying to and when. Although it gets harder to watch. Well, I can't read it. My eyes are like, nah, this morning. Your eyes are like, nah. Nice coffee time. Woo! Enjoy. Oh, that's the point, because I didn't. I mean, it's quite. I mean, I should have worked it out, but I noticed Code needed something to code the other day, and I should have worked out that he did coding by his name being Code. And then I thought, you know what? There's something I need doing, if it's at all possible, or to find out if it was possible. And I forgot to ask him. So if he does arrive in chat today, I am going to ask him while I have this screen up. I'm infected. You're infected with the 350. It's just so. Sometimes you load this game and it's so loud, right? So with this, I want to clear the stones. Around this area, I want to do some farmland here, and I might do, well, actually, I'm sort of started, I'm not happy with this. I've sort of started messing around with this. This is the portal to Paris. This is the portal to the north. And I was going to put some assets along here Julian, that joist needs more juice. If you serve me that, I'll slap you. I want to change this. I was messing around with these, seeing different sort of tracks, but I don't like that. But I was sort of having a play. I probably will never use this as a siding. I mean, I might do. The other option is I put. No, I probably use it more as an asset display rather than an active siding. I think. Also, I had to put this bridge here. There's a reason why this bridge exists. Because you know sometimes when you build something, right, under here, there's that glitchy bit of platform from that. Under here, so I built a bridge over it. There's a weird bit, you know, sometimes you end up with that bit of glitchiness. It's very strange. Also, the idea, when I built this, the intention was to have trams as well here. So that's why there's a tram stop and a car park. Do you use natural environment pack or so NEP 2? I've been somebody last week advised me to use it, so I do need to try it. I can't actually remember what I've got on here at the moment. I think I've just got like the viewing, so I don't think I'm using either, to be honest, mate. I'm not gonna lie. I think I've just got like some sort of like lighting. Some kind of lighting pack going on. Oh, playing his own time has opened a can of worms. I know exactly where that is all about. That's oh yeah. I was thinking I was going to do some walls around. Actually, there's something I wanted to look at, actually. That's what we're going to put on this. Put that to there for now. I wanted to look. There's some graffiti walls, right? It adds some German tracks and makes the graphic to the best. I don't want the German tracks, though, dude. I do want some walls with graffiti on them. Where you built your massive depot. I did have a look at your screenshots. I'm liking that, by the way. People that downloaded the map and had to play and then uploading screenshots. It's good to see. It's nice to see people enjoying it as well. Is that it there? Is it the Berlin Wall? I don't want the Berlin Wall. But that'd be quite cool. It's funny that we was talking about Germany, and there it is. I want some walls just with graffiti on? Or would I have to use those? Maybe they're the only ones that have graffiti on. Stone wall? Oh, I might have to have some of that, you know. Somebody write these down. UK flats. Oh, put it in my... She's going to go mental. She's going to be like, what are you writing? Add the retextured FS was all the graffiti ALS asset. Is that what do I stick those? Are those ones I stick on the? Is that it? Yeah, I think that's what I see. What do you do? Do they just stick onto the walls? Do they? Yeah, that's some of that. That's some of that. Oh, there's a little video.
We discovered how much fun it is.
Why have I got American ads? That tells you I spend too much time in the States, right?
What really moves us.
One of two? This guy is monetizing.
Privet, sportswear and equipment.
Indulge in luxurious, timeless hospitality.
This guy is monetizing. Let's have a
Hallo
look.
und herzlich willkommen auf meinem Kanal zu einer weiteren Wortvorstellung für Transportweber 2. Ich freue mich wie immer, dass ihr eingeschaltet habt und heute habe ich für euch die tausendfach nachgefragten, vielfach gewünschten Graffitis für euch im Angebot,
Can I translate?
die ich ja schon vielfach verbaut habe auf meiner Karte hier. Und ja, das Ganze ist fertig. Wir haben vom guten Spios, der die ja damals für Train Fever rausgebracht hatte, die
Wow!
Freigabe
Look
bekommen,
at
dass
that!
wir die weiter veröffentlichen dürfen. Es sind die Grundgraffitis, die es auch schon für Transport Fever 1 gab. Da hatte ja der Rekoko das Ganze veröffentlicht. Lieben Dank an
What's
ihn
those?
nochmal. Und
Those look cool.
beteiligt waren die Siri, der Mediziner, wie gesagt der Blue Fox, der Robert und ja, der Spios hat dann seine Freigabe gegeben und das Ganze durfte dann veröffentlicht werden. Ist ja immer so eine Sache mit dem Urheberrecht, aber der war da ganz chillig und gesagt, ja, freut mich. Und ja, die Grundgraffitis sind geblieben, es sind einige dazugekommen und wir gucken uns das Ganze mal an.
This guy's double busy.
Das gibt es nämlich im Steam Workshop. Und ich weiß nicht, wenn das Video rauskommt, ob es sie schon in der Webdisk gibt, im Transportweber Forum. Aber da werden sie auf jeden Fall, wenn sie noch nicht veröffentlicht wurden, auch veröffentlicht. Zu finden ist das Ganze hier unter Graffitis. Hat einen eigenen, zwar nur so ein blaues Kästchen, aber ist ja, wenn man mit dem Mauszeiger drüber
So I could just put any wall up and then
Und
stick.
wir gucken mal ganz
Smooth. How do you?
Da sind
How
nämlich
do you?
gleich welche, die der
Oh, so is it like? Oh, you do have to
Robert dazu
free.
gemacht hat. Das ist hier einmal vom Big Daddy TV.
Oh, that's gonna annoy me. That is.
Der hat ja auch einen eigenen Kanal. Der hat sein eigenes Graffiti bekommen und ich glaube, hier hinten ist noch eins. Ich will hier nicht zu viel
Pretty cool, though.
vorne wegnehmen.
Oh, there's doors.
Und hier ist noch eins für
Oh,
Big
he
Daddy
laughed
TV.
at having doors there, then, didn't he? He had a little laugh. I could work that out. Okay,
Und dann haben wir hier
that's pretty
ein
cool.
eigenes. Cool ist auch, dass
Is
hier
that
so ein
the size? Yeah,
Schiff
nice.
Da war der
Alright.
Mediziner beteiligt.
I get it. Thanks, dude. Is there anything more important here?
Sehr cool. Danke nochmal, Robert, für dieses Graffiti. Dann haben wir hier Etienne, ist auch jemand aus unserer Community.
I could put that on the bridges as well, right? Because there's a lot of graffiti on bridges. Smooth.
Dann
Oh, it's not stopped. It's just carried on. Do it. Right. Just gonna go. What is that? It's nice. It is nice. I liked it. UK flats. Want some UK flats by Nick. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it, bruh. Stone wall. I liked that stone wall. Stone. Stone wall has to add on. Bosh. Have some of that. And graffiti. What's some of that? Right, switching back because it's going to take a while to load. Also, guys, while this chill music is on in the background, we can start speaking like this a little bit. If you haven't already, go to dguk.tv, hit the streaming music tab, or you can search for me on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, or all your regular used music stations. And you can use this music free in your content, or just listen to it in the background. Or if you're ever on an elevator and need some lo-fi, there's plenty there too. I think it's streaming music by DGUK on Spotify, by the way. Did you say before you have TSW? I don't know. Do I? Did I? I don't know. The Nep2, I have to. That's on the mod site, right? I don't know. I have to unpack that myself. Yeah. He did DM me the other day. The guy, he DM'd me yesterday, the guy that recommended that mod. He said, have you done it yet? I said, nah. I said, nah. I said, I'm making shorts at the moment. He said, that's fine. I said, nah. You need WinRAR. Do I? Can I? Do I? Do I? Can I not just use Win7? Can I just unpack it myself? I've used mods outside of the workshop before. I don't just use WinRAR. I hate WinRAR. I don't want to install WinRAR. You'll make me a livery for a train. Right. Walls. Right, let's do our walls. Right, let's choose a wall. Shall I do these walls and then because they move? Ooh. Oh, we could do this on some of the. Oh yeah. Not on this one, obviously, or something different for unpacking. Yeah, I think I can use just Win7, the Windows one, like that. I think. So I might do, you know. I might do these. She's looking. She's like, what the hell is that? She's going. She's just put question mark. Why have I left those random mod days? So they're going to build a straight wall straight out here, which also means I'm probably going to remove that. I wonder, actually. I wonder. Oops. Oops! That's straight. Is that straight? You can't see it. Nobody's checking. You can't see it. Is that straight? Yeah, that is straight. Yeah. Why is that higher? Why is that taller now? Why is that taller there? I wish you had a snap too. Oh, we're facing the wrong way. That's pretty cool. Hi, mate. Have you tried using the metro infrastructure of the USSR tunnel mod? It would look good for trains like the Class 345 and the underground stocks. The USSR tunnel mod. I have not, Crazy Dodge. Ah. I've written it down, though. And what's this mod? What's the tunnel mod for? What does it do? Big Daddy TV. Is there a mod? You need coffee? Oh. I don't know. You don't have any caffeine in your coffee. What are you gonna do with it? Can you give me a coffee? Well, Cosmic's just gone for iced coffee as well. Yeah? Everybody's gone for coffee. So, if it makes you feel any better, I'm a little bit jealous. That's gonna annoy me. I'm not. I need coffee. What time did you get up this morning? By the way, Crazy, welcome. I will have a look at that USR to 7:30 is very rudely. Rudely? What happened? Why rude? How do you play signals? You can make a signal tutorial for experts. How do I play signals? Yeah. I could do. Yeah. I mean, signaling's a weird thing, right? I think you either it's one of those things. I think it's gonna sound really odd, right? It's one of those things where I find quite simple, but I do think you have to have a particular brain for it. Like it's weird. Like some people get it, like some people struggle with it. It's like you picture it in your head. It's strange. It's a strange thing, signaling. Because I often find people that struggle with it cannot do it. Yeah, can you do that? Because I can't do signals. That's why I stopped playing. See what I mean? So I try to use one ways wherever I can. Okay, because I like to control like lines. I like to have an element of control with lines. And flow. The main thing I do is I will use Control Freak. Are the walls with graffiti meant for the match? Yeah. I'm just placing them. And then I might fill this in here with something. We'll do that after. We'll fill this in with something nice. You don't understand the signals, right? Have you watched my tutorial on the best one I could do to explain it is my tutorial on the flying junction mod, because I wherever I can I will more often than not try and use flying junctions or grade separation to minimize the amount of interaction crossing lines, because when you cross lines you're going to slow down traffic. So let's find a blank bit of space. So you got two ways of doing something. And if you can, you want to make grade separation. Like grade separation is just a more efficient way of getting two lines away. So let's say a very basic kind of way. So you've got this here, okay, and that's your lines, and you have one way, yes, oh, I think no, and you have this line going this way. Oh no, that way, right? Okay, so that line goes that way, so traffic is forced that way, and this is your up line. So you got your up line and down line, okay. Now after this signal, let's say you had a junction like that. Now, in normal circumstances, signal here. So you put signal here. With the game, if this signal's further back than this one, what I found is, and I may be wrong, but what I found is this train will more not often not, the closest one to the junction itself, signal, will stop rather than the one furthest away. So if there's two trains coming down here, it's more likely this one will stop and wait for this train to pass that next signal. Okay? The issue you have with this junction, right, is this, if a train's going to do that, it's crossing this line, which is going to interrupt the traffic on this line, or vice versa. Yes, you're going to have stopping, right? So you're going to get trains stopping because a train has to cross the track. What you can do, and this is where grade separation comes in, very handy, to stop that and to create faster flow. Doesn't matter what bridge I'm using, for example, here. To create faster flow, we can create grade separation. So you're changing the gradient of the track to go over the top. And a great example of good grade separation, and one of the best examples I ever use, is if you ever get a chance, is like a very simple grade separation that's also really effective. And I've used it many times on a lot of different builds. And this is a really ugly version of it, by the way. So rather than our track crossing to go here, so it's not interfering with this track anymore, we're going over the top. There's a bridge and in. Okay. And then we have our signal here before the switch. And then obviously we're off on our way here. And then somewhere down the line, you can pair these back up. And then you have grade separation. All right. That's a really ugly version of it, but you get my drift. Now you can use something like, you can use these, which I've got a video on, to create a nicer grade separation. So you can, let's do 9.5 as a nice height. Let's do a lined wall, crossing angle. Your upper track would be 1, your lower tracks would be 2. And you'd replace what I've made with that bridge. Does it really matter what I'm using here? But you replace with that manual bridge I made. It's up to you. It depends what kind of situation you're in. Let's just use high speed. Change the crossing angle. And you can do some upper track radius if you wanted. Let's get some curve. Let's get this nice and long. And you can do that. So you're doing the same thing as there. Yeah. So before here. There you go. And then that one would come down and wrap and join this one. So that way, you don't have a line crossing the other line and creating traffic. You get a nice smoother flow of rejoining, splitting. Okay, a good example of good grade separation. And I always use rugby as an example because its exits are amazing. Because rugby has, so it will have 4 lines. Rugby station. This is the rugby approach. It's really hard to show. It's really hard to show on the rugby approach. But the rugby approach basically has 4 lines and it has multiple. So it changes. How could I? My version of rugby on this is too complicated. Are you putting mods in our chat to download later? I've downloaded them already. Hold on, buddy. Hold tight. We're going deep now. We're going deep, Nico. Great separation with Julian time. Oh yeah, we're getting deep. We're going great separation with Julian now. I'll show you the rugby. I'll show you my build of rugby on UK Inspired. What do you think about Transport 3? Any overhyped or not? Overhyped or not? I can't give you... I'm excited because it's time for a new game. I'm not sure why this game is not saving right now. We're stuck in the saving area. The tunnel mod looks like something you'd see on the London Underground. One of the tunnels looks exactly like there was... Oh! You're overhyped. I think my game's crashed. And it was autosave on. Did anybody see autosave on at any point during that, by the way? If not, I'm going to be really annoyed that my wall, my wall that I built is going to have to be rebuilt. And we've done no train stuff apart from that wall. We've been live, right? How long have we been live for? We've been live for an hour and 10 minutes, and I've built a wall with a bit of graffiti. I turn autosave on and off quite regularly, and sometimes I forget. I've done a whole bit of detailing for UK Spy Rail Network and forgot autosave wasn't on and crashed, and I've had to do it all again. It's because I do, you know, like the cab rides and things, so I turn it off, like for the cab rides, so you don't get that interference, and then I forget to turn it on after. I guess I said this last week about Transport Fever 3. There needs to be vast improvements to certain things. So, you need to be able to control... Signals need to be able to control speeds now, rather than having to download different tracks. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see... banked railways so people can get crazy with the mods and we can have some tilting trains. I'd like to see better customization of the airports and the airport system just expanded. I'd like to see bigger maps or the option to go supersize, like whatever you want. You'd put the rugby approach eastwards instead of westwards. Yeah. So let's go this way. Okay, so the rugby approach is so in the UK, Nico, I'm not sure how much you... So the rugby approach, this is the West Coast main line. So you have, coming out of London from the south, you have a split. So the line splits off and goes from after sort of Milton Keynes Central, Wolverton, it splits off. You have the Northampton Loop, so this goes off to another Northampton and Long Buckby. And then this is the up down fast, so you're up down, so you know your intercity trains up down fast that bypass this. Then it comes in here. Now what happens after this station is you end up with a junction that goes off to Birmingham this way, and then the orientation of this track going off to Nuneaton changes from up down, so up down, so the direction of the trains, okay, to up, down, right? Or you know, it technically it's down, up, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I missed what you said about the things you were putting in our chat. They're mods. I have downloaded them. I just needed to write them down quick, so I needed to act for activating them. So what happens is this station, rather than becoming up, train going this way, train going that way, train going this way, train going that way, yeah? What's up, Tracewater? It becomes, these platforms become that way, these platforms become that way, okay? And that one, that way. So what happens here with this grade separation is this lane comes over, grade separates, goes over the top to join the up. That one stays on the outside and goes round. So we're flipping our up, down, and then that one goes underneath it because it's grade separation to come here, to come down. All right? Does that kind of make sense to a certain extent? This one guy now, how you doing? Look at that god damn hooligan. How you doing, man? Up to no good. Hello, train spotter. How's it going? I heard they're adding subways to Transport Fever 3. I'm guessing there will be a couple of underground stations. I hope so. They need to seriously rework the subterranean element of the game, though. You know, because when you go, obviously, when you go underground in the game, you kind of, it's clear, isn't it? There's no, you know, there's nothing under there. And helicopters too. Helicopters would be cool. I'm not sure what. It'd be interesting to see how they're utilized. You know, passenger-wise, are they going to be like passenger free? You know, monetization options, they're quite small. You know, I'm not bothered about helicopters. Not my thing. Not that bothered about it. I'd like some expansion on the freight options, and you know, maybe different food options. You know, a bit more expansion. It's doing good. Thinking about finishing tour up possibly, but after a while, just started up again a couple of days ago. Oh, nice. I play nothing but simulation now, mate, apart from games with my friends offline. I like to see some European house and Asian and American option. Yes, I think I'm not like things like yeah. So for, like, you know, if you're building vanilla sort of, you know, vanilla cities, yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more variation. I'd like to see more variation in the growth of industry as well in your cities as well. And I guess they have to be careful that it doesn't become a SimCity or Skylines kind of game. It's got, you know, the predominant thing with the game needs to be like the transport element and the railways and the planes and the trucks. Because a lot of that kind of asset stuff you could leave to the modders, you know, more, but they, you know, give them more tools, give them more, you know, as the game expands, there should be more options for the modders. You know, you can leave assets to the modders, and they love doing that stuff, and they generally leave that to their creative minds because they're really good at it. Anyway, that's the rugby grade separation. And then obviously afterwards, you've got grade separation here. So you've got your trains off to rugby will turn off here and go up here. And then they come back and over the top, the grade separation in to come down here. And then in, and up. That's it. That's grade separation. Rugby's just a fantastic example of good grade separation. It is. If you place a station next to another station, I'd like to see the game recognize it as a continuation of the previous station. Yeah, so yeah, a bit like the freestyle train station mod, right? And being able to and the curvature of platforms should be naturally in the game as well. More flexibility that way. So you should be able to some sort of curvature option where you can change the angle. Megalodon should be at least one. Imagine being able to build the whole of London. Exactly. I think, like, I understand, like, your limitations. I understand that, you know, this is going to be out on console, and a console can't do like what a PC can do. But you can, like you did with the Megalomaniac like option, you have to go into the file settings and unlock it. You can do that as well. So if people want to, you know, go mental and don't mind building a city so big that they end up with 5 frames per second, that's up to them. Do you know what I mean? Different airports, the ability to just put your, you know, control, flexibility. With the airports, just the ability to just, like you do with the platforms and the trains, more freedom. More freedom to create your own runways. If I want to build a replica of Heathrow or Atlanta or Pittsburgh or JFK, I should be able to put my runways where I want them and can, you know, create a system within an airport. Create my own network in an airport within the map. Do you know what I mean? Do you imagine that? Like, you know, it'd be great. Because the airports, I always find, and a lot of people I think this, like with the planes in Transport Fever 2, they often feel like an afterthought. I seriously believe that the planes, the way they operate, they do feel like an afterthought, or they didn't know really what to do with them when they did it. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just it's not that compared to everything else, and you can tell that by the amount of flexibility and the amount of like expenditure the mod community can do with the cars and the trains versus what they can do with the planes. Could do. You'd have to send me some pictures, Owen. You can't so much. Who knows? I never played Transport for Fever 1. I'm going to be honest with you. I discovered this by accident. So we have to rebuild our wall. back again. No wall. Right. What am I doing? Autosave. It is on. It was on. Hold on then. What's the date? Yes! We have autosave. It was on. And 5 different airports, yeah. On the UK's yes, I did say that. I mean, I'm trying to catch up where I was. 30th of May, 2025. I love the fact that you've given me the year, just in case I forgot, Owen. I've lost my glasses case. My sunglasses case. I realised that this morning. It's sad about it. Howdy. Howdy, howdy, ho. What's up, Train Spy? Oh, my hips are killing me. I need to go to the toilet in a bit. I can feel a wee coming on. I was going to make tea, but it's a bit hot. Procrastination from revision. What are you studying? Right, here we go. Right, I'm going to delete this now. I'm going to delete my grade separation example. But basically, we're signaling you're just controlling direction of travel. Just keep it basic. Keep it simple. You're just controlling, direction of travel. That's all you're doing. You're forcing the train to use one line in one direction. T level in manufacturing and product design engineering. Holy merrily, Batman. There are times... I think I'm going to do a metal fence around this side. There are times when I wish... What was I doing with this bit of line here? Who knows, but we'll do that. And the road system. The ability, and it looked like from the video, right, and the screenshots, it looked like that would be a thing. I want to be able to see my trams here, be able to transition them off the roads. Yeah? into tracks. Yeah, so I want that smooth transition. You know, like you do with trams, like they come off here and they have their own track and they almost, you know, they're not on the roads anymore. That would be cool. I think that's important. That'd be something nice to see. Yeah, I know. I tried it. I didn't get on with it very well. I don't know why. I think I'm not sure. It might have been a different one, but I just found it a little bit hickledy-pickledy. That makes any sense. I actually have no idea why I built this bit of railway here. But we're going to wrap that over there anyway. I think my idea was an up, down, fast and up, down, slow on this side. Good for you. I got a diploma in IT, level 2 in business. How does anyone want political news this week? Now, no, we do not. Honestly, I get enough of that on the radio all week. Does my head in. Does my head in. Why's that? but my course is worth three level 3s. Do you know what? I can't even remember what I did and what I scored in my different exams and things over the years. I'm not gonna lie. Could not tell you for toffee. I wasn't. I should have. I'm one of those people that regrets what I didn't do at school. Hey, 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 I did the foundation tier of GCSE maths. I think you did the higher tier GCSE maths. Am I correct? Yeah. Some people are just smart. That's not me. Sorry, guys. I had to have a little thing there. I went a little bit quiet. Oh. What do you think? So I think give me a couple of train assets on this. A couple of train assets on this. I need some buildings to put on here. I'm the smarty pants. Yes, you are. I need some works kind of buildings on this. Has anybody got any asset sort of like recommendations for this? I also want to build some sort of fence out from there as well. Actually, what I want to do first, paint. Yeah, no. You have a very, very cute cat. If you're not already in Discord, Nico, we have obviously my Discord. You can join. You're more than welcome to. You're more than welcome to join the Discord. There is a share your pets Discord requested by Warrior. We did stick that up. Because my cat, he's currently passed out right about now. He don't look like he's going anywhere. But we share animals. Matty had a lovely rabbit, which I found very cute. Not gonna lie. All right, leave that there for now. What about your ginger nutters? Let me rephrase. I'm the book smart in this relationship. He's my common sense, which honestly is more important. Your ginger nutters? I'm not sure what we're talking about here. Go to the workshop and type Siri. Is that good for the build? Is that some good buildings? Okay. Okay, I'm feeling you. And like, you know, like, you know, kid got to school. What are these? I need like some train works. You keep your relationship private. Oh, good for you, man. It's nice. It's nice to have. You gotta have a little bit of that, mate. I need like, you know, like. I don't know, some old warehouses or something. Oh, see what I've already got. These look too modern to be sitting here, right? Ugh, broken. Mm. Do they have to have the rows? Can I have... No. There we go. That's what I'm after. What is the Discord? It should be in the description. My friend. Hey, check my Discord, please. Okay. I plan to rejoin the vessel service, except that I will promise to behave on it. You better. You want to serve welcome, Nico? Sorry, I'm a proper, like... Did you see me proper slouching in my chair then? Alright, give me some stuff to be parked here. Give me some assets. Go. Hit me. You sent a photo of cat. Where are you, Nico? Welcome. Oh, look at him. Is that him or her? That's beautiful cat. Right, anyway. We're both in the public car, and I think it is every very serious. Exactly, it's not. No. There are private things, and there are public things. Exactamundo. But you must behave yourself if you come back into Discord. And no more political stuff, please. Is it him? He's very nice. Very beautiful. I need some train assets to stick on this bit of railway here for a bit of eye candy. What are we thinking, guys? Some ones poking out. Lost Boy 3? Oh, do I have that? Should we have a look? Any particular look, guys? Any particular look? You're building Germany in Transport Fever 2? Obviously, the Transport Fever 2 chat over in Discord, Nico. If you want to share screenshots, mods and everything, or whatever you've been using, that's what it's there for. Guys, there's quite a few of us there that share a fair few in the community. So you're more than welcome to get involved. Share your builds. Any particular look you want on here? Should we have a couple back to back? Anything else as well? We want to mix this up a little bit. Should have a couple of Virgin cross countries back to back poking out of this one. Do a little pokey. All right. I'm going to put this Virgin cross country maybe just there. And then let's mix this up a little bit. Anything else? Next! Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Smart looking. I might put scatter some sort of nonsense here. Do you know what I mean? Like a few just crap. Just like, I don't know. Trash. As we come in. Yeah, nice. Maybe something a bit longer here. Set with carriages, maybe. I'm not sure. Oh. Do you know what we could do? I was hoping I was hoping. Maybe not. Now that's a bit random. Do I have 66? Let's have a look. $76. 86. Hey. That's a good shout, by the way. Jake. And what I do is in my own time, because that's going to take ages, I will graffiti the hell out of this wall all the way up, I think. We could put one, maybe. Maybe. You know what I will do? Right, now I just need some random stuff. Do you know what? Oh my god, did I? Sorry, I'm changing this. I'm changing this totally now at this point. I'm not even sorry about it. Maybe that's going to work, actually. I think I've got a free load this. Is that just a truck? It's not. It's not. Yes, that's fine. I can go like that. Nice, smooth. That's fine. Lovely. In fact, you can have the road back. Whoa! I just want scrap metal. Don't tell Julian, but my laptop loads to do it quicker than his PC, but shush, it's a secret. Oh, don't... Okay. I'm just not going to go there. Hello, S. Right, I need to find some scrap metal or something. I need to go bye-bye. It was a good stream, but I will go come back. Nico, it's lovely to see you, dude. Thank you very much for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for the support. Have a good one. Enjoy any nice weather you get to do. I need to find some more scrap metal. Just some scrap would be nice. Well, nothing. Looks like I could search slag. No. I'm just gonna have to go through this. I should start in a particular place though, right? What, put that next to see it? Who are you calling a flag? A flag? I'm only on Sundays. On Sundays. Right, that's not helped me a touch. Bro, where am I? Where am I? Am I here somewhere? Here, mad at her, wasn't I? Oh, okay. Whoa! Whoa! Guess we could build a bus depot. Oh, here we go. What's all this? Some zoo animals. Oh, well, these would look nice over here. Right, come on. Need scraps. Need scrappy, scrap. Right, where are we here? Let's have a look. See. Have a bit of a vertical tank. Yeah, can we? You know, a bit of old rusty here, but like that. Nice. Power pole? No. No. Loose wood. Now that might work. That garage there, while we're here. I'd rather save the scrap yard for about. We just because we started this. Do you know what I mean? We started with. We got visas. Visas. We go on. Do you know what I mean? We got to carry on. All I want is just to make this pile of scrap a bit like, you know, make some more piles of it. And pop some loose wood down everywhere. That would be nice, but a bit of that. Yeah, a bit of that. Right, what was that in? So that is extra assets. I'm thinking on the opposite side, here, we do some old British flats, like a row. You know, build this up some British flats on the approach here. I think that would look pretty cool. What? Forgot I had that. Right. We're gonna have to go. We're heading back. I might put a bus depot here, you know, in the middle. What do you reckon? Bus depot here, like in between these split tracks. But right now we're heading back to the workshop. That's quite funny. Is that it? What's this? Look at this! Look at this! That's what I'm talking about! Serious scrappage going on here. Have some of that. Let's give that a try. No, I just loaded without loading the asset. Right, what's the time? I need to. Right, I've got half hour. I need to eat and drink something. Right, I'm gonna be back in 2 minutes. I've got to grab myself a little snack while this loads. We'll go back into chat. Actually, no, I'll leave it like this. I'll leave it like this, and I'll put it on something. It'd be better for you to look at, wouldn't it? You reckon? Why is that still open? Yes. You hungry? Cat's hungry as well. Come on, game load. 2 seconds, actually. I'll leave that like that. I'll be back in a sec. Look, says that he's eating now. We might jump on the chair. Who knows? We'll see. I'll be back in a minute. Hello? I'm back. All right, what's happened? Anything amazing happened? Fire's gone. Why did they do this? Because all you end up doing is nosing your bottle lid. There you go. And before you ask, yeah, I'm on the hill. Right, I've got to reload this with the asset, right? What was it called? USSR? There it is. Nice. Phone just fell out of my pocket. Oh, love a good loading time, me. My favourite. Okay. Let's see what we got now. Can we see it anywhere? Anybody know what this one was called? No, it's not that one. Where's it gone? There it is. Decor. Big asset decor. Okay. Feel a bit better about that now. Woo! That looks alright, doesn't it? This is kind of abandoned, overgrown. Right. Is there any good bus depots, like, to start with and then build the car park out from it? I'm back. Hi, what are we doing? I'm going to search for a bus depot, Nico. Sort of finished my sort of scrappy area now. Put some weeds and nettles in. Bit of a nettle field here, bit of fencing. I'm also trying to finish this hull in the next 10 minutes. Looks alright, doesn't it? Got a bit of animation going on in there as well. I'm thinking we make a start to a bus depot here. But are there any nice big fat bus depot assets that they can then drop buses on as assets and then maybe make an extended car park for it? Do we know? Do we know if there's one that actually spawns the buses as well? That'd be cool. I could have a bus sort of you know. Should we have a browse? It's like workshop day today. It's ended up, hasn't it? Type in UK bus depot, do you reckon? See, all these have got like trams attached to them and stuff. So I've got this one, but it's got a great big tram thing attached to it. I guess I am having trams. There was a mod from Mad Hatter, was there? This one I've got already, and it's not bad. It's an oldie, isn't it? Let's have a look at this one. Modern, yeah. Let's have a look. Modern tram. Have I got it installed? That's the. I don't think I have. Right. That's it. It is definitely load new mod day, right? What I'm going to do is the other side of that wall, I'm going to build a road down the other side of that wall, and then I'm going to do a custom plot of more industry just behind it, so everything's sort of going on behind it as well. And then we'll get the buses and the trams going through that. Spent a lot of time on the workshop today. Spent a lot of time in this loading screen. I can tell you that much. Let's have a look. Right. Did I? I didn't save my damn game. And do you know what? The other mods, because I didn't save it. Oh, you joking. Back into the loading screen we go. Got to do that bit all over again. Ah! That's what I wanted to do, actually. I can make StreamerBot automatically post screenshots from my stream. I can't remember how we do it. What's up, Red Drago? How's it going, dude? Is it me? Or is it time to remind everyone is to not be like data and always be saving your progress? Don't. I've just, that whole scrap thing I created, I've just absolutely... It's gone, Raz. It's gone. It's gone. I think he has that modern bus depot from 1980, but is that little one? We're doing now. I loaded in that. I activated the bus depot mod. Forgot to save my game, so all the scrap metal stuff that I absolutely liked and used to finish off that scrapyard disappeared because I didn't save it with that mod loaded on order to see that progress. Your airports don't have any passengers. Are they properly connected? If you're struggling with anything like that, Red Drago, Discord, post your screenshot. Somebody will help you in there in the Transport Fever 2 section, dude. So I've got to redo me scrap, Nico, and then we'll crack on with the bus depot. Bad. Something like this here. All right, we'll just redo this my way. Way did it my way. I have the waypoint mod is working, but on the map not. So you've got your away port set up. You have your away port set, so you have your away port set here, yeah? And then you have your flights. Set to your inland airport. And then you have your connections from your inland airport correctly to whatever transport you need. Yeah? You got your buses, etc. And they are directly connected to towns and cities. Obviously, sometimes it takes a while. You also need demand as well. There must be demand for your passengers. You've got to manipulate that a little bit. This is the home international airport, and then we have a northwest. That's just called that at the moment because I haven't named it. I think we have a northeast as well, yeah, called JFK. I think we got one in the south called New Amsterdam. Southwest, Paris, even though it shouldn't be, but it is. Southeast, not a new southeast. So I'll show you what I did with that. Right, so we have, obviously we have Euston St. Pancras style station called Falmouth International. Come out, our high speed comes out, drops down here, goes here. Flies through this airport. We do have a service that also stops. I had to extend the platforms to suit 400-meter trains. Either side. Swings off left. All the way up to... we keep going now. Fly all the way up. Underground here. Cross over this. Through here. Up here. Up here. Up here. And then we're up to where we're building right now. Then we've got two junctions. Then we have this one. Goes under here, under the water, pops out like it did in the cab ride here, and comes here. You got two services. You got one that goes north You got one that's north to south direct, and you got one that stops at the airport backwards and forwards as well. Now, what I did do is create this little offshoot here to another Paris. Goes underground, ducks under here, goes here, underground, and just stays underground here. And then I've covered it in trees, and there's like pleb spawners here. But as these lampposts, it's a pleb spawner. And it spawns residents to get on the train and shoot back all the way down to the south. And that's that. And I just buried that as deep as I possibly can. The sleeper ticket. Make Hull Station look realistic. Make a station based off Hull. If I ever get the time, I'll have a go. All right? Right, what was I doing? So, I needed to put some weeds here. And then some bush. And then I wanted a couple of these. And then... There's a reason for that. The traffic is crazy in this game. It can get quite crazy. That's kind of a little bit... that's where the road system needs a little bit of work. I'm hoping in the new one. In Transport Fever 3, I'm hoping we get a better road management system. Do you use the bullhead tracks from Killer Cats? Yeah. I use his bullhead, I use his rusted, and I use his vinyl. They're my favorite ones. I had to comment just on one of my videos on that, you know, the Eurostar cab ride, because somebody said, why don't I use like the full high speed to go, so the Eurostars go to the max, you know, the 300 kph or the 320 kph or whatever they are. And I basically said, because visually I prefer the vinyl tracks over anything else. And so it's a toss up with, do I go for 320 kph or stay at the 189? Personal preference. For me, I like the vinyl. It's up to you. And then he made a comment about the double lighted signals. Again, it's personal preference, and it's more visually appealing to me. But yeah, I do like the killer cans. I like them. I think I like the curved on the vinyl. It's very nice. And the bullhead And the rusted. It's just nice. It's just nice. They're aesthetically pleasing to me. Right, let's see what his bus depot looks like. Where is it? I did load it, didn't I? All right, let's save this before I do anything else. Nope, turned it off. We're in the loading screen again. Yay! Crazy, isn't it? Crazy. Crazy. No, I want to get this bus depot done at least before we're done today. 45 minutes. Come on. Maybe let 4 hours fly, eh? That was so much fun, bro. So much fun. Right, here we go. Right, where is it? There it is. Oh my god! Oh my god. No, it's just the size of it. No, it didn't crash. No, I forgot to load an asset. This thing's massive. What do we reckon? So in Discord, the Transport Fever 2 channel, buddy. Right, do we bend this track more? Do we slide that in? Do we bend our track more? We're gonna try, see what it looks like. Let's flatten this bit of fucking there. And then get rid of that. There we are. We'll leave you like that. I need to... do that. For what is the sidetrack? Well, this one. It will head down south. It's going to be an up, down slow or up, down fast at some point. I'll sort of future-proof it a little bit. UK crosses barrier patch. Is that any good? Are you gonna make me load the game again, bro? You can do it later, okay. You're gonna make me have a nose though, aren't you now? You know where this could be longer? That's ugly. I like this wall, but I want it longer. This one might be nice. I visited my nan at hospital today and the doctor said the cancer inside her is not curable. The doctor said it's spreading to her neck now. Oh, and how old is your nan, if you don't mind me asking? Something else I can't stop doing is say, that's ugly when I build it in. Yes, 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 yes. That is perfectly normal. Right, I need to find a way to create some white lines, some parking here, and then drop some bus assets all parked up. $73. Oh, it's no age either, buddy. How is she coping? Why you stop? Oh, because of that. I mean, I will say this. Right. Make the most of the time you have with her, and if they're just stopping her from driving now, that's, you know, that means you still have some time. I mean, it could progress quite quickly, but it's quite a good sign that she's still, you know, like that. I know it's none of it's nice, really, to be honest, dude, but. Yeah, the class 43 on. There's some big hold-ups going on here. Why did you cross to there when you could have... I've purposely made this switch faster than this one. Yet they are still using that switch. Really doing my head in. I need to relook at that junction. Right, what am I looking? UK crossings. Okay. So I'm thinking I might build some tall flats here. That side. And that will be a pretty good approach. Then we'll slowly make our way across to here. We'll start doing this. I'll finish off all this. But we'll build some flats here. They all use that double cross. And I don't know why. Really do. I might actually get rid of it. It's holding up everything. What is your good thing about HS2's good or bad plane? Sorry, I don't understand what you said there, Red. What do I think about HS2? Is it good or bad? What, versus planes? I think Do you mean in real life? Actually, I'm going to build that wall. I don't think HS2 affects flight. I think I see a comment on somebody made a comment on Twitter yesterday about Old Oak Common, where they're starting to lay the platforms now at Old Oak Common and the new Old Oak Common station for HS2 and the connections it will have there. Going to be a very, very busy station now, and they said who would get a train from Birmingham down there to then change to go down south. I'm assuming what he means is you could connect there to go west and south. And I think he forgot I think the primary connection for HS2 at Old Oak Common is going to be Heathrow. You're going to have almost every train that comes out of Heathrow, barring maybe one or two that will go straight to Paddington and beyond, that will stop there. And the connection for HS2 to go north for people getting off at Heathrow is going to be very good. I think it could have been far superior had HS2 gone beyond Birmingham in terms of the high-speed rail network, not the fact that the plan is to then transfer HS2 to be using the rest of the normal rail network north. I think is crazy, and I think it's going to be a logistical nightmare. And the fact that then the trains won't be able to operate at their maximum sort of, capability in terms of speed. Like, I think sometimes, and everybody has their opinion, their right to their own opinion. For people that use the UK rail network a lot, I can see huge benefits for HS2 for them. I think for people that just want to get on a train, shoot up to Birmingham or further, I think yes. And I think, is it needed? Oh yeah. Something's needed. HS2 is a grand idea, is an ambitious idea, and I think it's great. The biggest problem with the UK is too much red tape. There's too many people, and there's too many people wanting to take a slice in between as well. Too many people to go through, too many people that want a little bit in their back pocket, and that's when costs get crazy in this country. Too many people want a piece, and it ends up being ultimately like stupidly expensive when it doesn't need to be. Just get it built. Sometimes a little bit of me was like, the little bit of the heart of me and the little bit of love of me of trains and networks is just like, sometimes just suck it up and just build it. Build it because it's going to be amazing. Build it because we'd be proud of it. Build it because it looks incredible. Build it because it'll be iconic. And sometimes you just need it. There are other things that are needed in the UK, of course, but it's long overdue, something like that as well. But if you're going to do it properly. If you're going to do it, all the way to Scotland, all the way up, and let's try and find a way of making it more efficient and more affordable and more comfortable than having to get a plane from London City Airport to Scotland, or from London Luton, or from Heathrow, or anywhere. Like, make it good, and people will use it. People will use it for the love of rail as well, because I would much rather, even if it was slightly more expensive, I would still choose a version or something like HS2 over flying. If I could go to Scotland, I would actually choose the sleeper over flying to Scotland, simply because it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? It's a train. You know what I mean? I'd rather do that. I don't, like, and make flying like for anything further, like Europe and US and further like that. Let's get rid of that silly up-down flight from north to south of this country, unless absolutely necessary. Yeah, I think it's a marvelous idea. I think the red tape and the messing about has cost HS2 dearly and made the situation far worse, which is just a shame. It's just a terrible shame, in my opinion. And it's made it, in the eyes of everybody, in the eyes of the media, I think it's made it like an evil, weird, sad thing, when it should be something we celebrate. You know, the rail network in this country is just incredible. Like, if you sit back and look at a map, or look at openrail.org and take a look at the map of the rail network in this country, it's amazing. But the biggest problem is the population is humongous and it's dated. It's always going to be expensive. Always. I mean, it's, you know, they've built a lot of the tunnels now. A lot of the tunnels are nearly finished. It's going to take time to build it. You know, the stations, you know, the one in Birmingham, can't remember what it's called now, is an incredible looking station. The connections between the Midlands, like the station at Birmingham Airport is going to be crazy, you know, and beautiful, and you know, there's some amazing stuff in it. I just think it's a terrible shame. Why is my mouse stopped? There we go. It's a terrible shame that it gets wrapped up in this weird situation. What we do next? I want to find some white lines. Want to know the irony here? You can build a city for half the price of HS2. Yes. Yeah. So, I mean, that's. I mean, look. I mean, you know, how long ago was that? It's crazy. It's crazy that this country takes so long to make a decision on something, and then when the decision is made, it's just such an absolute mess. Right. And it's just such a shame. I need to find some white lines or some sort of car park. What do you reckon we put into the Steam workshop for car park? Should we just try car park? I kind of want an invisible car park, you know. Simple drawable parking. Woo!
So what if you have a really complex shape though? Like what if you have something like this where it's like kind of difficult to make a road parking lot? Well, there's actually in this mod freeform parking. So
zoom in.
You can actually draw your own parking lots if you don't want to use the road.
That looks good. Some of that.
A free version as well.
Thank
so
you.
This is I'm using the invisible roads mod.
Simple drawing
there,
parking.
Just to draw out the outline, and then just gonna put pavement in here. So just kind of draw pavement in here. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just make it, you know, as good as you can. We're gonna refine it later. So there you go. You make your pavement. And now you go in here, this is the other one, and you can see you can just upgrade.
This is the other one. I love that.
And
right.
Don't worry, they're the wrong way. You can
It makes me, right, when people do YouTube videos, there it is, there's the other one. Just makes me feel so much better on my videos because I do that so much. You just go, there's the other one.
just left click, or sorry, right click, and yeah, you can switch them around to the other direction. And so now we have a nice outline, so now we can come back and redefine this parking lot area. So just kind of, and I was really quick with this, so the grass is kind of a little bit on top of the parking lines, but you know, you guys can perfect it more, but I'm just trying to show this quickly.
I do.
So there we go.
Thank you very much. Oh, that was what I was looking for, wasn't it? Well done. Right, we'll do that. We'll save that, so that's fine. That one? Back in the loading screen again, guys. Yeah! Love it. My cat's dribbled on my laptop. What have you done there? Do you have any favorite mods? Oh, mate. Oh. If we say favorites, we say most used. I was just talking about the tracks, the vignol and the build anyway is just like a life-saving mod. The vignol and the bullhead tracks by who were they by again? Favorite part again, the loading screen. Oh, it's just lovely, isn't it? Killicans, that's it. The tracks by Killicans, the build anyway mod. What else do I use? A lot of Pendolinos by Thingy 315. I use them a lot. Oh, mate. I use a lot. Right, let's try this parking then. Is it in here? Parking. Right, I want big yellow. What are these? No, not them. No. I don't bus lane, no. No. Yes. Why is it sand? Is that the right one? Where's the sand underneath? Anybody know why there's sand here? CW315, that's it. What? Is that because that's what's... It should be... Well, that's going to annoy me. Guess I could do that. Well, this is not the same one, is it? But it might work. That looks alright, right? And I could just put some buses on there. So we could put bus. Oh, look at the size of these. Should we do these? Should we do these? Should we just do them across both like that? What other buses are there? Bristol. Maybe these ones. I'm back. Well, still in live. Could do a ferry. Yes, that'd be nice. Yeah, crossing. That'd be cool. Everybody remember these. So what map is it? What, this? This is the Euston St Pancras stream build. I needed something to transport Fever 2. Ugh. To transport Fever 2 to while I was live, so we started a new build that is purely. Maybe these a bit unnatural, bit wonky. It's purely It's purely for the stream. Sorry, bud. I was thinking. Can't multitask, man. What bus did I just use for that? York. Okay. Should remember that. Well, Julian, haven't you been a busy boy today? Okay. I'll fix this sand. That was just me messing around with the textures. We'll fix this sand. We'll do that now, actually. Sand, 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 and more sand. Sand, 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 sand everywhere. Right, so now we have our bus and tram depot. Ready to roll. Now I wanted to build... some industry here. I wanted to build up some industry all along the back here. Housing here, flats, big apartments looking over the railway. So as you come in, both sides are kind of looking good. That's pretty good. Why have you spawned there? Get out of town. Looking all right. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty solid. All right, guys. It's 5 p.m. I'm done. I'm not sure what we'll do next week. We'll either carry on with this, or I might do some of this during the week off stream, and then we'll see, and we'll move on to something else. We'll see how far I get, and what happens is you'll see when the thumbnail drops, you'll know what we're doing. We'll go with this. Whether we do this or not, it's a whole nother kettle of fish. But this has been good. I enjoyed this. It was a good idea, good suggestion. Should have got the detailing done. It looks better. It does look good. It's getting there now. We need to plop a town in here at some point, but I might do it separately. I might do sort of industry only through here, so we'll see. But it does look better coming through here. It's nice. I'll say it again. We'll go through the things. We'll go through the things before I go. Things. You can just a couple of things to go through before I go. So you can go to dguk.tv. You can find out a little bit more of me. Got links to my the Twitch stream as well as the YouTube, the feed. Find out a little bit more of me, what we're doing. Obviously, the streaming music's on there. If you need any music for your content, for either your videos or background music, like I'm using right now, it's on all the platforms. Links to that's all on there as well. Links to Discord are at the bottom in the description below and in the panels on Twitch. If you want to join Discord, we have a Transport Fever 2 chat, general chat, pet chat, and then any other games we play. Obviously, we'll share along the way as we do that. Being a YouTube partner, I get the advantage of being able to have people join memberships. If you want to become a member of YouTube, it's as little as 99 pence. You can pay it monthly or you can do it for 1 month. It's entirely up to you. You get early access to the UK-inspired Rail Network videos that are members only. There's currently one on there that won't drop to the public until Thursday. And also you get your name in a nice fancy color in Discord as well that shows you support myself a little bit further. You can also subscribe using Twitch with your own money at $5.99 or whatever to support me. You get your name lit up in Discord as well, and you get a nice little tag and some emotes on Twitch as well. Sadly, you won't get early access to the content. Yeah, it is, buddy. You won't get early access to the content because that's a YouTube Twitch thing and they don't talk to each other for obvious reasons. Or you can also use, you can link your Amazon account to Twitch because Twitch is owned by Amazon. You can use what's called Twitch Prime. It's completely free to you. You get 1 free subscription a month and you can use that on the streamer of your choice. Be nice if it was me, but whatever. Thank you very much, Redo, for the £5 super sticker. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the support. Or you can do things like that on YouTube, which is amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. What else? Is that it? Join Discord anyway. Yeah, it always ends at 5. Yes, until I get some more stamina. Join Discord anyway. Either way, there's lots of chat there. Discord's been popping. It's nice to see your builds, share your screenshots. It's wicked. There's a Transport Fever 2 chat there you can do it on. I'm sorry, dude. I'll be back next Friday. Obviously, there'll be videos. I'm in Discord all week and stuff. There'll be more videos dropping and stuff there. You can catch me in the comments and all that jazz as well. Got to keep you wanting more, right? Just going to save this. But thank you very much for all your support. I really appreciate it, guys. It's amazing. Thank you so much. If you want to become a member, join buttons below, as I said. Thank you. I'll see you guys next week. Enjoy the videos that I drop this for the rest of the week as well. I think that's it. I've been working on my shorts as well. Been doing captions and things on it. I think that's it. Yeah, it is. It's gone quick, right? Every Friday, the stream just flies. I'm just going to natter now for ages. Thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm just going to hit the stop streaming button so you'll see a funny face as I lean forwards and hit the mouse that's underneath my desk on the other PC. Love you lots, guys. Peace out. Take care.